I am completely shocked. Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury is actually happening. I did not see this coming. I didn't think it was ever going to be a thing. I thought he had absolutely no chance of getting a fight. And I guess I'm not the only one that Francis Ngannou proved wrong, right? He's finally getting a boxing match. So, hey, good for Francis. What can I say? But I'm going to talk about the fight today, and I want to know what you guys think afterwards down below. We're going to get into the video in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. So, the one thing that I'm hoping doesn't come from this, of course, is it just ends up being an exhibition match, because we already know the title won't be on the line, but everybody's pretty much just talking about Francis Ngannou proving the UFC wrong, and that's pretty much, it's not necessarily about the matchup, because I don't see like anybody actually really looking forward to this matchup besides the people who like legitimately really hate on the UFC, so they have to pretend like it's like the most interesting matchup in the world. I'm not a big boxing fan personally. I love watching Muay Thai and kickboxing, BJJ, but boxing has just never been my thing personally. But I promise you, I know like in the past too, I've made it pretty clear that I'm not a big Francis Ngannou fan at all. I'm not saying that because I don't like Francis Ngannou. I'm not saying that at all. Like, that's cool that he got the fight. I'm just not personally interested in it. I actually don't think anybody's really interested in this fight. And I already can see the comments coming. I can see the comments coming where it's like, oh my God, you're just finding a new way to hate on Francis Ngannou. And I promise you with all my heart, man, I promise that is not the case. It's just, I'm thinking like this boxing match, I'm going to look up the highlights, to be honest with you. Francis Ngannou has that one punch power. Of course, he has the power to put anybody out, but will he get outclassed? Likely. I'm not saying he'll get absolutely destroyed. I believe Francis Ngannou is more than capable of winning, especially since his power. He's like one of the hardest hitting people on the planet. Did you see what he's done to his opponents? He can absolutely win this fight. But I feel like the people who are only really interested in this are pretty much more interested in, haha, UFC, you're wrong. You're wrong, UFC. Yeah, we got the fight. We got the best fight boxing could ever put on. Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. And it's like, that I can see that coming, and I can see why they're doing it. You know? I just have a hard time believing anybody, because I personally don't even know many boxing fans anymore. You know, everybody's moved on, which sucks for boxing, but like I said, that's the only reason I can see people being really interested in this fight. But I do want to talk about UFC, because I saw a tweet from Superfan. I didn't think about this. I was scrolling at work, and then I was like, what the hell? Francis Ngannou? Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury actually got made, and I was absolutely shocked. Then I saw a tweet from Superfan, if you know that guy on Twitter, and he's like, can't wait to see the UFC October 28th card. And I'm like, oh my God, the UFC is probably going to stack the crap out of that card. It's funny because Michael Chandler just posted a picture of a Christmas tree, and Conor McGregor said that he wants to fight in December. So like maybe they could get the fight a little bit earlier, and with Dana White saying, or allegedly saying that he doesn't care what USADA thinks, and Conor McGregor like accidentally saying that he can get around USADA, maybe they could get a Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler matchup at the same day as Francis Ngannou, and then just absolutely stack the card below it just to stick it to Francis Ngannou. I wouldn't be surprised if the UFC did that. And to be honest with you, that would be hilarious to me. Or even if they announce later on today, I'm going to push out this video as soon as possible. What if like tonight, we find out Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler? That would just blow over any little bit of Francis Ngannou news. And to be honest with you, I'd find that hilarious. I'd find it hilarious. But guys, this is where I'll leave it up to you. This is my genuine reaction to the boxing match, where it's like, wow, I was wrong. I completely did not see that coming, that the match got made up. Yet, I'm still not interested in the matchup. But hey, you know what? It's cool that Francis is getting what he wanted, right? He's sticking it to the UFC. I'm more of on the UFC side of that, but you know what? Fair play, fair play. Nobody thought he could do it, and he did it. So let me know what you guys think about the fight down below, and tell me whether or not you're interested in this as an MMA fan, and tell me why, because I'd love to hear from you down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button. It will help the channel a ton, and subscribe if you are brand new. If you'd like to continue watching the Clenbat channel, there'll be 2 videos on screen for you to check out right now. Check them out if you want to watch some longer content. I will see you there or in the next video, guys. Take care.